All right, we're going to factor trinomials. Remember, a trinomial is a polynomial that has three terms. So you can see 1, 2, 3 terms, 1, 2, 3 terms. What I want to point out with these two trinomials that we're looking at is the leading term, the squared term. In this case, it's a y squared, and this is a c squared. Do you see how there's not a number in front of those? That's when the leading term is 1. These factor the exact same way. So we're factoring quadratics. Quadratics have the form ax squared plus bx plus c. And basically the ones that we are factoring is when the a value is equal to 1. So if this number out in front is a 1, which means it's not going to be there, so you're starting with the x squared, these are all going to factor the same way. So what we do is we start by looking at the c value, the last number. And we want to think about factors of 27 because we're factoring a trinomial. So our factor pairs, 1 times 27 is 27. And I'm just going in order. 2 doesn't fit in, 3 fits in 9 times, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 fits in, but I already have 9 there. So basically, I'm thinking about all my factor pairs, and I want to find the one pair, and there's only going to be one pair that works, that add up to this middle number, this positive 12. Well, 1 plus 27 is 28, so that doesn't work. But 3 plus 9 is 12, and 3 times 9 is 27. So this is the magic pair of numbers that work. So what we do is we automatically go to our two sets of parentheses. Our variable, the y, goes first, and then these two numbers go in the next spots, the positive 3 and the positive 9. And this is our factored answer. If we were to take this binomial times a binomial and FOIL it out, combine our like terms, we would end up with this trinomial from the beginning. Just a side note, if you had y plus 9 first and then the y plus 3, these are the same answers. They're both correct. All right, so let's try this again. Example 2, we start by looking at the c value, which is a negative 3. What are your factors of negative 3? Well, first I'm going to think about factors of 3. Really, it's just 1 and 3, right? I know that these factors have to add up to our middle term of positive 2. And then what we want to think about, though, is this is a negative 3. So you have two options. It's either a negative 1 and 3 or a 1 and a negative 3. One of the numbers has to be negative. So if they have to add up to a positive 2, that means the bigger number of what we're adding must be positive. So negative 1 and 3. Is negative 1 plus 3 equal to 2? Sure is. So we're going to say c minus 1, and the other parenthesis is going to be c plus 3. So you guys have done this before in algebra. Hopefully it's kind of ringing a bell and coming back to you. Maybe a little bit slowly, but it's coming back to you. This is factoring our basic trinomials where that a value is equal to 1.